My wife said, "You're lucky I haven't left yet." So I packed her bags and showed her the way out. She said it while scrolling through her phone Tuesday night, not even looking up. Casual, like commenting on the weather. No hesitation, no regret, just complete indifference. I didn't respond immediately. I let the silence stretch, watching her scroll through her phone. She wasn't angry. That was the worst part. This wasn't an empty threat. It was truth she'd been sitting on for months. Something clicked. All the late nights on her phone. Plans made without me. Barely acknowledging my presence. I wasn't her partner anymore. Just a placeholder in a marriage that had already ended in her mind. I could have argued, demanded explanations, tried to prove I wasn't lucky, but she'd already decided. And worse, she expected me to just absorb it like always. Not this time. I stood up slowly. She barely glanced up, already moved on from the conversation. Without a word, I walked to the bedroom and pulled out a suitcase. My movements were calm, controlled. I wasn't angry, just done. Piece by piece, I packed her clothes, the sound of hangers sliding, fabric rustling. I focused on details to stay steady. I expected her to come in, ask what I was doing, maybe laugh like it was a joke. But minutes passed and she didn't move. She wasn't worried because she didn't think I'd follow through. That told me everything. I packed essentials, enough for her to leave without coming back. Her toiletries in a separate bag. I wasn't being petty or dramatic. This was me showing her something she hadn't expected, that I wasn't afraid of her leaving. When finished, I rolled the suitcase to the living room. The wheels clicked against the floor. Only then did she look up, her phone still in hand, but now paying attention. Eyes flicking between the suitcase and me, confusion settling on her face. "What are you doing?" I met her gaze evenly. "You said I was lucky you hadn't left yet. I'm making it easier for you." I set the suitcase by the door and stepped aside. She didn't move. For the first time in months, she looked uncertain. Not angry or dismissive, just caught off guard. I could tell she was waiting for me to break first, give her the upper hand, turn this into another argument where she could walk away knowing I'd be there when she returned. I didn't give her that. I just stood there, arms relaxed. She wasn't used to this. She was used to holding all the power, being the one who could threaten leaving and know I'd swallow it. But standing before that door with her packed suitcase, she realized I wasn't playing by her rules anymore. "So that's it? You're kicking me out?" I shook my head. "I'm giving you what you want." Her lips parted to argue, then stopped. We both knew the truth. She'd been waiting for me to beg her to stay. Expected panic. Without my resistance, she had nothing to push against. She glanced at the suitcase, struggling with reality. She'd held this threat over me for so long, treating leaving like a weapon to keep me on edge. Now the choice was right there. "You're really doing this? Throwing me out because of one comment?" We both knew it wasn't one comment. This was about every look of indifference, every sigh of annoyance, every time she made clear she saw me as obligation instead of partner. "I'm not throwing you out. You made it clear you don't want to be here." She paced toward the couch, frustrated. "This is ridiculous." I leaned against the wall, waiting. Now she had a choice, and for the first time I wasn't making it for her. She paced back and forth, stalling, arms crossed, jaw tight, physically holding herself together. She wasn't leaving yet, because now that it was real, something was different. For the first time, I saw doubt. Finally, she walked to the suitcase. Her fingers rested on the handle, testing the weight of this decision. Then she lifted it and walked toward the door. She reached the door but didn't open it. Her grip tightened, knuckles white, waiting, maybe expecting me to stop her, wanting one last explosion to justify everything. I didn't move. She exhaled and pulled the door open. Cool night air drifted in, clearing the suffocating weight. She stepped forward but hesitated at the threshold. "If I walk out, that's it." I nodded once. "Yeah, that's it." She didn't ask me to reconsider. I didn't offer. This wasn't about right or wrong anymore. She took a final breath, stepped forward, and let the door close behind her. The sound was quiet but carried more weight than any fight we'd ever had. For the first time in months, I didn't feel like I was being left behind. The silence didn't feel empty. It felt lighter. She'd walked out, and I wasn't chasing after her.